I'm going to take one more contribution and then just a short item about an event in the UK, and then I think we're going to have a very, very serious vote about where we're going to the pub. Sylvain and I chose a very nice pub around the corner, but I hear some people saying it is very expensive for a pint of beer. So we could have enough.
Yeah, we have people joining us there, so...
We do, so we're going to go there for one at least,
yeah. And
if we think it's too expensive and we've met up with groups, then we can walk over somewhere else where we can get there, so that's fine. Okay, alright, so Stefan, and then Stephen Hall, you've got an item just to mention.
Oui, je viens d'intervenir en français, je suis tout à fait d'accord avec Piotr, je suis en syntonie avec ce que tu viens de dire. Je trouve qu'on a quand même, même avec des élections européennes difficiles, dans certains pays, des résultats qui peuvent être ressentis comme pénibles par rapport à des projets à court et moyen terme, lancement de nouveaux partis, participation aux élections sous une forme qui est la même qu'à la dernière fois, mais qui donne un statu quo, comme en France, et qui montre aussi les limites d'une certaine formule avec ses ambiguïtés de cartel et d'ambiguïté de partenaires, enfin des politiques que peuvent suivre les partenaires. Je pense que les résultats de l'Espagne, mais aussi de la Grèce, sont source d'espoir pour la gauche en Europe et pour une gauche rouge-verte. Et l'ambassadeur de la Bolivie qui était à notre réunion au mois de mars, René Fernandez, qui est l'ambassadeur pour l'Europe, pas pour la Bolivie en Belgique, qui se tient, enfin, que je tiens au courant et qui aurait voulu participer à notre rencontre ce week-end, qui a participé à une fête de Rhodes la semaine dernière, et bon, donc il suit de près ce qui se passe au nord du Sud, et il voulait faire la proposition d'organiser, ensemble avec l'ambassade d'Équateur, une sorte de fête d'accueil venant des ambassades latino-américaines rouge-vert, disons, hein, accueillant les nouveaux députés rouge-vert. Donc accueillant les députés, notamment de Podemos et d'autres formations. Mais aussi avec là derrière, pas seulement une fête, mais une rencontre pour pouvoir échanger, discuter de l'expérience latino-américaine, notamment sur la question que tu as abordée, sur la question des institutions. Et pas seulement donc la redistribution des richesses, hein, une nouvelle formule réellement social-démocrate, hein, mais une formule de transformation, donc de nouvelles institutions, de nouveaux droits. Et je pense que l'expérience de l'Amérique latine peut nous apprendre quelque chose, l'approche d'une constituante, d'une nouvelle constitution, etc. Et donc je pense que là, il faut voir si on peut le combiner avec notre agenda, avec celui du réseau, si ça ne peut pas se faire au printemps plutôt, ou avec une action, mais je crois qu'on touche, dans cette discussion-ci, on touche vraiment du cœur de certaines questions sur lesquelles on bute déjà de façon inconsciente ou consciente, mais qui ouvrent aussi les perspectives. Et par exemple, les manifestations dans la rue autour de la question de la République, la 6e République en France, et la question de la souveraineté, mais pas de façon nationaliste, mais une souveraineté internationaliste en quelque sorte, l'idée d'un souverainisme internationaliste. Je crois qu'il faut creuser ça, que c'est une des pistes stratégiques sur lesquelles nous devons travailler pour que notre programme éco-socialiste ne soit pas hors sol, mais ancré dans où s'incarne, soit ancré sur une base territoriale, politique concrète.
While anyone else is thinking, if they've got anything, last thing they want to mention before we break up for today, Steve Hall has got an event later on in the year, in the autumn?
Yeah, well, there's actually two events. Alright, there's actually two events. The first event is on the 13th of September. It's in Wigan, which is in the north of England.
It's very famous.
Halfway between London and Glasgow.
The desolate north.
Yeah, in the desolate north, which is going to get fracked if we don't stop it. And it commemorates and celebrates a guy born in Wigan called Gerard Winstanley, who's, for those of you who haven't heard about him, he was the theorist behind a group called the Diggers in Britain in the 17th century, 1649. A few songs even written about him and the group. And he was born in Wigan, and so any excuse for a party and what we call a piss up in Britain, and there we got one. He's considered by Tony the Diggers as the first socialist. In fact, the Communist Party in this country considers him a founder of communism, and his name was on a big obelisk outside the Kremlin, but which unfortunately was moved by Putin this year. And he's on there as one of the great socialist things, and we commemorate him. And at last year's eco-socialism event we had up in Manchester, everybody said, well, that's a really good event there because we get a couple of thousand people come. Quite diverse, most of the left turns up. Virtually every left group there last year, without exception, Labour, Communist, every single party you could probably think of. And they said, yeah, you should have more of that stuff. So this year, actually, what we've ended up doing is having, with this year's eco-socialism event, which is being put together by the likes of eco-socialism, people in Wigan and the Green Socialists, the Green Left, and we're having it in Wigan on the following day, at the same site, using the marquees and things that we'll already have set up there for the Diggers event. And in the night over, for those who don't want to stay at one of the cheap hotels we're going to sort out in Wigan, we're having Occupy Wigan, where we're going to occupy the entire bit of area where we have our event, which, by the way, the local council has agreed to rename Gerard Winstanley Place, so it was one of map, it's a bit like having your own Karl Marx Square or something. We've got our own Gerard Winstanley one. And you're all invited to come up. There's a number of workshops you can see from the leaflet which I've handed out. Chris Boff, who's the Deputy General Secretary from the PCS Union, is definitely coming through. He's an excellent speaker on the issue. Jonathan Neal, who's edits the Women and Climate Jobs pamphlet. Hopefully Romaine's coming, and we've got some prominent speakers from the Green Party. I'm hoping yourself will be coming along as well. So if any of you'd like to come, you'd be very welcome. We can sort you out accommodation if you need it. It's a really good, potentially excellent weekend where you can have a bit of, enjoy yourself on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday have a discussion. So there you go, that's the details of it.
Thank you very much.
Stephen did miss out one of the participant groups, which is the Party de Gauche.
Of course,
No offence.
yes. Fantastic.
Sorry about that.
Well, I think we've had a fantastic day, so unless someone's absolutely dying to say just one more thing, as my little daughter used to say to me, last one more. I think we'll just check we've got all our belongings, do a little bit of tidying here. Tomorrow we're going to be down on the ground floor, and the room should be open up, we'll have more space. And once we've cleared up, checked your goodie bags, maybe gone to the loo, we'll all meet downstairs in the reception area, and then we can move together to the Queen's Larder for our first alcoholic beverage of the day, or soft drinks are available too. Thank you very much. It's been fabulous. Fabulous day. 10:30 to start, but arrive around 10, should we say, for a 10:30 start. Have a coffee and a chat from 10 to 10:30. We have to register here. I'm just going to